So, not sure if you can see it very well, but this is growing straight down. Can you see how that is not exactly normal for a tree? So I'm going to prune that off. So that's gone. As you can see, that revealed the trunk line a little bit more. What I'm thinking is kind of like a pad right here to form the apex and bringing it down like so. I really wish I had a way to kind of like, I had a secondary camera so you could guys see what I see close up, than me looking from one side and you guys from the other. So when you have it like this long stem could maybe work, I think. I'm going to leave it for now. So I don't know if I will use it or not. At this point, I'm just going to clean this up. And I'll just print off what I know I don't need. Mostly from the other underside and up top. So from this angle, you can't really see the dead wood. Or, well, from my angle that I'm looking at it from my side. You can't really see the dead wood, but from your side on the camera, this is going to be the front, for sure. So I'm going to design it with that in mind. You can see more of the dead wood, and it kind of works better for the tree in that regard. That's what I'm going to design and having to design. Keep removing branches that I know I don't need. And really all I'm doing is pruning stuff that's small, that will not amount to anything, and is in bad positions. If you want a list of bad positions for branches, the book Bonsai Techniques 1 by John Naka, it has at least one picture in it where it basically lists everything possibly wrong with a branch. So there is that. I might take a picture of it and put it on this in this video so you can see kind of what I'm going for. And I'm really just doing only the small branches that are definitely not needed, such as mainly those that are growing straight down or straight up. So actually, I may not do a cascade or semi-cascade. I may end up doing a windswept, but it's either going to be a cascade / semi-cascade or a windswept. But I'm just not really sure yet, honestly. it does lend itself more to a semi-cascade, I think, because of this long branch. However, I'm sure if I prune this back, if I have something to prune it back to, probably within this length right here, I could probably form it with that and actually do a formal, I mean not formal upright, but a windswept style. But I'm really not sure. Just continue thinning it out for now. Really, I'm more focusing on like the crown of the tree right here, on what I need to remove. Dang it. We get a clean cut. There we go. All this smaller stuff I can literally just pull out, like so. So, when you look at it from like this, you can see this branch is not really working. It kind of blocks the vac and it's too forward for me and blocks like depth going backwards in the top. So I'm actually going to print it off. Actually, there's two of them. I'm going to print them both off. You can see like that. And I'm probably going to do something with this like that or something. Actually, yeah, I can wire this branch right here in the back to kind of bring it up into a new crown right here. So that's what I'm going to do with that once I get to that part. I think at this point I'm going to start working on the trunk right here. And I'll have a lot of cuttings left over. Ow! Left over from this tree as well. So actually, so now that I'm looking at it, I'm kind of like not really sure, but I'm looking at it and I see a few things going more for a windswept using just this upper branching. This branch, I don't know, because if you remove that, you don't really have a lot to work with. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's a tough call. But it is pretty low, and it doesn't really do a lot for the tree, I think, this lower branch down here. So I may end up printing that off and doing another gin and doing a windswept style in the end. I really don't know. I think it'd be a better tree if I printed off, but at the same time, it's one of those things, like I talked earlier. That's a lot to prune off, and it may ruin the tree, if you know what I mean. Because now without that, this looks really flat on the top. I'm not sure if you can tell, but if you bend this down where you kind of just see the top, and there's not a lot to that. Just kind of, I don't know. It's a really tough call. At the same time, that stem being exposed like that right here, I don't like that. I think it can maybe work as a short gin. So that's actually what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to turn it into another gin. I cut it about right here first. Turn off all this growth. Keep the ones that might make gins too.